Do you ever feel like you're just going through the motions and that real, lasting happiness is always just out of reach? You're definitely not alone. So many of us feel stuck in a routine that doesn't really bring us joy. But what if I told you that changing your mood and your future is a lot simpler than you think? The world's happiest and longest living people have a few things in common, and it's not about having tons of money or being famous. It's all about their daily habits. Studies show there's a clear link between happiness and living a longer, healthier life. In this video, we're going to break down 5 powerful, scientifically backed habits that can start making you happier today. First up, let's talk about gratitude. This might sound a little too simple, but the effects are huge. When we make a point to practice gratitude, it literally starts to rewire our brains. Research shows that feeling grateful can release dopamine and serotonin, which are the same chemicals that give us feelings of happiness and well-being. This practice actually trains your brain to scan for the good stuff in your life, instead of getting stuck on what's missing. One study found that people who regularly wrote down just 3 things they were grateful for had higher life satisfaction and fewer symptoms of depression. On a physical level, this habit can help calm your nervous system and even lead to deeper, healthier sleep. And the best part? It's so easy to start. Tonight, before you go to sleep, just take 2 minutes. Write down 3 specific things you were grateful for today. Maybe it was a warm cup of coffee, a fun conversation with a friend, or just the feeling of the sun on your face. This tiny act, when you do it every day, builds an incredibly powerful foundation for a happier mind. If you only have the energy to focus on one thing from this list, make it this one: nurturing your social connections. When you want to find the single biggest predictor of a long and happy life, it isn't your cholesterol or how much is in your bank account. It's the quality of your relationships. That's the most consistent finding from the Harvard Study of Adult Development, an incredible research project that has followed people for over 85 years. The study found that people with strong, warm connections to family, friends, and their community aren't just happier, they are physically healthier and live longer than people who are more isolated. Meaningful relationships protect our brains and our bodies. Think about it. When you have someone you can really talk to during a stressful time, your body literally calms down from that fight or flight mode. This reduces the kind of chronic stress that can wear down your health over time. So, start making connection a real priority. Don't just send a text, make that phone call. Schedule a walk with a friend. Be completely present when you eat a meal with your loved ones. These moments of true connection are one of the most powerful forms of self-care you can practice. Our third habit is all about moving your body in a way that you actually enjoy. We all know that exercise is good for our physical health, but it's also one of the most effective antidepressants out there. When you get physically active, your brain releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals like endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin. These chemicals are natural mood boosters that reduce feelings of anxiety and make you more resilient to stress. And you don't have to run a marathon to feel these benefits. Research shows that even small amounts of activity, like a 20-30-minute walk, can make a huge difference. The key is to be consistent and to find something you enjoy. If you hate running, don't force yourself to do it. Find something that feels like play instead of a chore, whether that's dancing in your living room, hiking in nature, playing a sport, or going for a swim. When you find a way to move that brings you joy, it stops being a task and becomes a sustainable source of happiness. Plus, getting outside in nature while you exercise can give you an extra boost, as it's been shown to lower stress and improve mood even more. This next habit is simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Perform small acts of kindness. Science shows that being generous and helping others is one of the most reliable ways to boost your own happiness. When you do something for someone else with no strings attached, it actually activates the reward centers in your brain. This creates what's known as a helper's high and gives you a sense of purpose and connection. These acts don't have to be some big, dramatic gesture. It can be as simple as holding a door open for someone, giving a genuine compliment, or checking in on a friend who's having a tough time. Even just making someone smile can make a difference. Research even suggests that spending money on others can increase happiness more than spending it on ourselves, mostly because it strengthens our social bonds. Kindness is a choice that creates a positive feedback loop. When you put good out into the world, you're not just lifting others up. You're also changing your own brain chemistry to feel happier and more fulfilled. Try to do one small, deliberate act of kindness every single day. So, there you have it. 4 simple, science-backed habits to start building a happier life. Number 1. Practice active gratitude. 2. Nurture your social connections. 3. Move your body daily. And 4. Perform acts of kindness. And you know what ties all of these together? The practice of mindfulness. Slowing down to be present and really savor the good moments in your day. These aren't huge, life-altering changes. They're small, intentional choices that, when you practice them consistently, create real, lasting change. Happiness isn't something you just find one day. It's something you build, day by day. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits are you going to try to bring into your life first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a healthier, happier life. Thanks for watching.